Hi, what's up, Wagwan? Bonjour, and welcome back to another video. Now, this is a very special video. It's the first video in my Mother's Day special call to Mom with Love. Now, I am Shanoy Smith, aka Shy Lizzle. You can follow me on all socials at Shy Lizzle, ShyLizzle. And you can follow my business page where I make all natural skincare products at ssskin.ja. Now, to Mom with Love highlights the amazing mothers that I know and admire. Mothers that are superhuman in their own right. Mothers that just have that nurturing spirit. Now, it is only right that the first guest on my channel, the first guest for this special, is none other than my mommy, my confidence, my love and light, my strength. Mommy! Hello, mommy!
Hello, baby. Hello, everyone.
And welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, right? The last time you were here, you had COVID.
So long? Wow.
Yes. The last time you were here, you had COVID, and we should have done a follow-up video, but thank God that is over and done with. You're happy and well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, coming from church.
Oh, yes.
Okay, Mom. So we're just going to get right into it, starting with motherhood. What does motherhood means to you?
To ask a mother what does motherhood means to her is like asking her what's her life is all about. Being a mother, your entire life is just motherhood. It consists of everything you do, everything you say. You can't do it without thinking about your children or your child, how it will affect them, whether negatively or positively. So to me, motherhood is just my entire life.
That's lovely, Mommy. And I'm really happy that you brought up the impact that you have on your children, and that's one of the questions that we will get into further down. But right now, I just want to know a little bit about your children. So, how many kids?
You want to know, or you want the public to know? You want your subscribers to know?
Tell us, subscribe.
Funny enough, I've been asked that question more than once. Do you have children? Do you have kids? And I'm always happy to say, sure. I have 3 children, 24, a girl, 19, a boy, and 10, a girl. And they would say, what? So yes, to your question, I have 3 kids, 3 children, 3 babies.
3 babies, even the
Denard,
24.
Mario, and Gabby, 24, 19, and 10 years old.
24, 19, and 10. And I'm happy the age gaps between each. So, and the genders as well. So, parenting for each child would be a bit different. So, mommy, or mommy, how do you approach parenting 3 different children, obviously 3 different personalities, 3 different interests, different, just in every sense of the word? How do you parent?
Well, nobody knows her child like a mother. Don't feel bad, fathers, but um, I know my children. I know when they're lying, and I know when they're telling me. It's just an instinct, a mother's instinct. You know. And funny enough, even if you're apart and just your expression, for example, you can call me and try to keep a straight face, and I can look at you immediately and say, Shania, what's wrong? Or Shania, why you the big? understand? Yes, that's just me.
So you parent by your instincts
Instincts and knowing my child.
and knowing your child. Because we understand, I think Gabby and I may have very similar personalities. Like, we have our shy moments and we are mommy's girls. Not saying Romario isn't a mommy's boy, but we like, I think this is right across the board. Any issue that we have, we feel comfortable enough to come to you and say,
You know, Romaria too.
yeah, that's why I said
He might
I think
not
it's
say it
right.
out loud, but
Mm,
yes.
and I think
And
it's because
surprisingly, even matters of the heart as a young man, growing as a young man, going into, well, he's about to leave
adulthood.
the teenage world, but with girls, he asked for my opinion. If he's feeling hurt, he'll come to me and he say, "Mommy, this and that." And I think I'm pretty close to all my kids.
You
I know
are
there are certain things Romario won't come boldly and say that you would, but I'm comfortable with the relationship I have with my children.
right, and I think that's due to how open we are and how open you allow us to be, because mommy, you create a space where it is only positive vibes, no form of toxicity or negativity. You make us feel comfortable enough to think, just if anything is wrong, we can just come and say, mommy, this and this happened. Even though I'm not gonna tell no lie, even though sometimes we may take a while, but at the end of the day, we still come to you because we know that you always have our backs, and you might cuss at first, but you always have our you
Mhm.
always have our best interest at heart. And I want to know how you develop these qualities, because mommy, trust and believe not many parents have these qualities.
Yes, but I was young too. I wasn't a perfect teenager. I wasn't a perfect child. You always try to be a better parent than you have. For example, if you wanted your mother to talk to you more, you try to talk to your child more. You try, we have to, as parents, we have to try to, be better parents as our parents were before. Like you, I would love for you to be a better mother than I am. I may say, you may say, oh, my mom is perfect, but there is always room for improvement. So I try, you know, thinking back at you're young, I think, at that age, how was I thinking? What was I doing? What words of encouragement would I wanted to hear at that time? And yeah, I made this mistake, and what would be different? I try to steer my children from not making the same mistakes that I did. I may not, I cannot guarantee that you will not make the same mistake, but at the same time I try.
You try, and you also, because this is educate us not only on the situation, but experiences that you also have gone through.
Ample.
You will
That's
lead
right.
by explaining the situations. And of course, we wish that many other parents were like this, but um it comes back to how they were nurtured as well. Some parents, especially those from the older generation, they can only move forward based on what they know. They can only parent based on how they were parented, because
Exactly.
they only know so much.
That's
And
all they right.
right, and the trauma that follows that parenting, goes down the line. So many don't think like you, and we understand that, but still, it is very commendable. And of course, I appreciate you. I love your parenting skills.
Welcome, baby.
So, mommy, tell us when you found out. Of course, I'm the first. When you found out you were pregnant with me, what were your thoughts? Like, what? How did you feel?
Well, of course, I was young. I was just 19 when I got pregnant with you. So in my mind, I'm still a child, even though I was things, of course, before. That's the reason I got pregnant. But anyway, all joke aside, it was frightening. A young girl pregnant, and it wasn't something that I expected. And in my neighborhood, I grew up in church. I always being a little church girl. The only thing that came to my mind was I'm a mother now, and as such, I have to stand up to my responsibility. I wasn't a party girl that I would say now my fun is over. I was a sheltered child. So um to me, I had people in my corner. Of course, I had my big sister, Lorraine, and Marie, my mom, my grandma, Nana. May God, may her soul rest in peace. And, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that hard, to be honest. It wasn't a hard process for me. Everything went well. And here I am.
Here you are. So,
Here I am. Yes. I can't say I suffered and I got beat. I was beaten by my mom because there are a lot of stories out there. Mine might not be all that, yeah, but there's a lot of stories out there. But I had my family in my corner, and it's not something at that time that you're proud of.
right.
Now seeing you, how you turned out as my first child, I'm proud. And I'm happy I did what I did. I decided to carry my child. There was no other option for me. That was just the only option for me at that time. And of course, your father, he was there with me throughout the whole process. So, yeah.
Yeah. And do you think your parenting changed in any way from me to like Romario and Gabby?
Uh, for 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 you and Romario, no, but for Gabby a little bit. Being in another country, her personality, she's more outspoken. You know, she's a product of her environment. Being here for so many years, you try to adapt, and
I know.
eventually you give in. You understand? So
Right.
I would say I beat her less, way, way, way less. I would whooped you guys. But I still instill discipline. I
Right.
think a child should be very disciplined.
Big disciplinarian, definitely.
Yeah.
Respect is very high on your
Mm.
list. So yes, so mommy, a mother of three children, how do you balance? How do you find that balance between work and even at a point where you were attending school, work, and mothering?
Oh, well, it's hard. And then you forgot the part that, thousands of miles
Oh,
apart
yeah.
too.
I was going to bring that up in
But
another
thank
question.
God for technology.
Right.
Thank God for technology. So, balancing work, well, in this country, if you're alone, it's very hard because for quite a few years I was living by myself. And, now we have a family with Simone, Carrie. So it makes it a lot much easier. I have to say, thank God, because Gabby now she has three mommies. So if I'm at work, it makes it, easy for me to keep my mind at work. And of course, thanks to technology, I can talk to you guys as much as I can. I have to check up on you, we should know you eat. What did you eat? Did you cook? Romario, what you doing? What you did today, and all of that stuff, where you're going, what you did, and what you're wearing. Yeah, yes. What you're wearing, what you need. It just becomes a norm. It just becomes a part of me. It takes me back to your first question. To me, what's motherhood? It's just my life, my everyday life. You know, I know that your needs is my responsibility. So I have to go there, or I have to work. If I get up and I don't feel like doing this overtime, I say, oh, mm-mm, let me go. Lord, give me strength. My entire life is just you guys, basically. Saying it now, it's funny, you didn't even think about it. But now saying it, it's like it's just bringing you back to reality. Actually, your life is just about your kids. So my life is just knowing that you guys are okay. I don't sit back and say what daddy's doing or what daddy's not doing. Everything is just my responsibility. And that's just how I see it.
Yeah. Wow. Whew. And parenting from a million miles away, it's a challenge in itself. It really is a challenge in itself. And you know, a lot of people, like especially going through high school, now in university, the way I speak about you, people would honestly think that you are you are
Right
here in
there.
Jamaica. You can stay from there and move things out here, which is always so crazy to me. The amount of power you have just using a phone or just sending an email.
Yeah. And but it takes me back to the time you had your first interview for that job. You remember?
Yes.
All me crying, mommy, mommy. And being the mother hen that I am, I call the people in business place.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yes, but mommy, you speak a lot about, your children being your life. But I want to know, how do you take time for yourself? Because it is for good parenting. I understand that you can't pour from an empty cup, right? You have to secure yourself mentally, you have to secure yourself emotionally, you have to ensure that you are good, so you can impact your children and ensure that they are good.
As I mentioned before, that I'm a church girl. I wasn't always in church, but that mentality has always, that's always been my mentality. I seek God in everything. But of course, my coffee scrub from SS Skin, and I still have my body butter. So take a long shower and I scrub. You know what I'm doing now?
Good.
Dry brushing.
Dry brushing.
Yes.
You're dry brushing.
Yes. I'm trying dry brushing. It's not bad. It feels good, especially after a long day at work. At first though, I mean, what do I do to myself? Because it feel like I don't want to be too hard at that time. I went on YouTube and I
Dry
see the
brushing.
proper way of doing it. Always brush up to your heart, brush towards the heart.
Yeah, we
So
see, especially
yeah, but it's
in
good. I mean, I'm not young, 45, not young, but
But you look young. You
yeah,
look
thank
young.
God. Yeah, but seriously, I like, I like my perfumes
Yeah.
and try the face. I like to try my little things. Simone them always to me, you always a work experiment. You have to try and see what works for you.
Hmm.
And I'm happy. I'm in a happy place.
Thank
I
God.
won't be complete until all three of us are under one roof. But right now, I'm hopeful and I'm in a happy place. So I wouldn't trade any of you guys for the world.
Amen. And that's amazing because a happy mommy equals happy children.
Mm.
And happy children equals happy mommy. And I just want to put this in here as well, Simone and Carrie,
Mhm.
because it really does take a village. And I really do appreciate them, especially as mothers as well. They are they are super mommies as well. And I admire them. Yeah. Mhm.
And
And
don't forget your Auntie Marie.
Auntie Marie, because you're talk
And
because
my
you're not
mommy,
talk
of course.
because you're not talk mention Simone and Carrie, but definitely my auntie Marie.
Hmm.
Big up Auntie Marie. Auntie
Of
Marie
course.
is always, and grandma always, because I always
Auntie
listen.
Lorraine.
Auntie Lorraine. You see, that's why you don't start calling
You know
me up.
what I'm saying?
Auntie Lorraine, Auntie Marie, my
Uh-huh.
aunties on my father's side, my
Yeah.
cousins, mommy, me can't go stay
No, no
beside
start, no start. But of course, I have to pick up Norma. Oh, Miss Mavis.
Auntie Norma,
Oh, Misty.
Grandma,
Hi.
buddy. Yes, all are amazing women, amazing mothers in their own right.
Mhm.
And it really does take a village because each has impacted me in some shape or form. So yeah. Thank you so much for joining us, Mommy, for being a part of this Mother's Day series to Mom with Love. You have my love now and forever and always and always. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for always supporting my dreams and my creativity and for agreeing to do these videos with me.
You're welcome, my baby.
We hope to see you more on the channel, even after Mother's Day. Okay, mommy. Again, guys, follow me on all socials at Shylizzle. This is SHYLIIZZLE. And follow me and follow my business page at sskin.ja and get your packages.
No
Follow
problem.
my mother on Instagram, but don't DM her, please. But you can if you need any advice or motherly advice.
Yes, you can.
You can DM her at Alicia_Lynn. And that's it, my lovely people. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day to all the
Happy Mother's
mothers.
Day.
Bye.